All right, let's try section 8.5 again, these last two problems. So again, the instructions are to solve, so we are going to find our solutions. So let's factor these denominators completely to find the LCD. All right, so the first one is p minus 3 squared. 3p minus 9, we can take out a factor of 3. And 2p minus 6, we'll take out a factor of 2. So then our LCD is, we're going to use the 3 times 2 is 6. And then we have p minus 3, and we use the highest power because we want to be able to multiply all denominators into the LCD. Okay, so we'll multiply both sides by that LCD. And we could do this intermediate step where we factor all our denominators. So then we can see what we need, or what's left over rather. Okay. All right, so if we were to multiply both sides by the LCD, so we're multiplying 3 terms. The first term, the p minus 3 squared, will cancel, and we'll be left with the 6. The next one, remember to put the numerator in parentheses. And then let's see, the 3p minus 3, we would be left with another copy of p minus 3 and the 2. And then finally, on the right-hand side, we'd be left with 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then we're left with 1 copy of p minus 3 times p. Okay, so then we have 18 plus 2 times, I'm going to FOIL out p squared minus 3p minus 2p plus 6 is equal to, let's see, you can think of the p over there, so 3p squared minus 9p. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's combine like terms on the left. So 2p squared minus 10p plus 30 . All right, we have a quadratic, so our strategy is to make one side 0. So I'll subtract 2p squared from both sides. I will add 10p and subtract 30. And we get 0. All right, so can we factor this? Yes, we can. So let's finish factoring. 0 factor property. And we get our solution. So p equals -6 and p equals 5. All right, and then do they make the denominator 0? They do not. So we're going to keep that solution. Okay, that was a long problem. So this next one, before we start, notice we have a denominator that looks a little bit weird, that 3 minus t. Remember, we have this trick where we should always write the t first, the variable first. So that's like negative t plus 3. So then we could factor out a negative sign in the denominator. So negative t minus 3, negative parentheses t minus 3. And then we can factor this negative in the denominator out in front. And it's going to change that sign. So we're going to be subtracting a negative fraction. Minus minus becomes plus. So in this case, we don't even have to change the denominator or find a common denominator because it's just the t minus 3. Okay, so that's great. That's a nice, easy LCD. So now that we've cleaned it up, we're going to come back and multiply 3 terms by t minus 3. They're going to cancel in 2 of them. So we'll be left with t is equal to 2 times t minus 3 in parentheses plus 5. All right, so simplify both sides by distributing and combining like terms. All right, I'm going to subtract t. I'm going to add 1. And so we get t is equal to 1.